meow, 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 meow. That's how my friend Wendy speaks when you see her. You're like, yo, Wendy, what's up? She's like, meow, meow. Hey, guys, what's going on? Top of the morning to you, mate. I had a great time on tour all over Florida. All the people came out. It was a beautiful time. I want to thank my openers, Fred Castillo and Michael Little Dick McDonald. He was there too. Everyone was there on the show, even Buster. Buster, your hair's not growing. Maybe you got alopecia, buddy. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today you die. A day you die. I know a lot of people are watching me right now, and you're saying, look, there's an apple box. Pauly's going to feel like he's back on the movie set. And action. What's up, dudes? A lot of you people are saying, Pauly Shore, you seem so joyful. You seem so precious. You seem back to your old days. Where do I go get that thing that lets go of my trauma from Toluca Lake? I'm not telling you, dude. It's not for you, bro. It's for me, man. Oh, where's my Buster? My man. My man. Kiss, Buster, kiss. Buster. One day he's just gonna bite my fucking face. I know it. Buster, you're not living in gratitude. I just took you on a great tour and I fed you steak. I fed you steak, Buster. Buster, I fed you steak. Mommy. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome to the vidcast Random Rants. This is when I randomly rant around my my beautiful place. I live down below, actually, from the guy Larry upstairs. Since it's the holidays, you guys, he's chilled the fuck out a lot. His parents died. He's deceased. But he's also telling me that his brother, Skippy Lou, wants to move in here for the holidays. And they're trying to get rid of me, but I'm like, it's not happening, bro. Gavin Newsom, what's up, bro, my homie, who I found is a big, big fan of Random Rants, has said Proposition 14 protects you, Mr. Shore, protects you from squatters' rights. So legally, Larry, you can't throw me out. You're stuck with me, bro. You shouldn't have liked Biodome so much, dude. Where's Ali Boo-Boo, dude? Oopsies, oopsies, double oopsies. Anyways. Oopsies, oopsies, double oopsies, dude. Ali Boo-Boo, bro. Buster, stop looking at me because I have a popsicle. Just because I have a popsicle doesn't mean you get a... Buster and I are going to do a stare down. Anyway, since it's the holiday time, it's time for a lot of charity work where you give back. And a lot of people do charity work for the homeless, which is awesome. A lot of people do charities for people with necrophiliacs. People with necrophiliacs. They do different types of charities. But I recently fell in love with a little Spanish, a little hacienda boy named Jaime Garcia. Fell in love with him. I saw him at the Comedy Store. A little cat was hosting, and I saw this guy on stage. So lovable. He had a lisp, and his jaw was fucked up, and I didn't really research that. And then he asked me to do his podcast with my manager, Greg Agop, who's got me multiple offers. So they're all on his desk. So I'll tell you about that later. Who knew that Greg Agop would step in and save Pauly Shore's acting career? I sure didn't. Buster's mad. Buster, you want me to give you some popsicle? Anyway, we're going to do some charity, right? Lick it. Lick it. We're going to do some charity work. And I don't want to make shit up. I want to do it for real. This is not me goofing and shit, because I know I goof, and sometimes I'm off my medication, and sometimes the hat from Toluca Lake's not working properly. But I'm calling out Bobby Lee, who is my friend. We had some Korean barbecue last week when I came back from tour. and where everything's fine between us, and Andrew Santino. You guys are in charge of Jaime Garcia. He is on your, what's it called? It's called the Dos Equis production house. I did the Fat Fish Blue podcast with Jaime and my manager Greg Agap, who's my mouthpiece. And what happened was, I got closer to Jaime's face. Let me say that again, you guys. I got closer to, I'm on the Apple box, I'm acting in a film. Manifest it, right, guys? I got close to Jaime's face, and his face, no disrespect at all, it's messed up a bit. Because what happened was, what he said is that his sisters, I think her name was Rosita and Rosetta, they threw him down a stairs, and they messed up his jaw. His jaw's off like this, and his teeth are fucked up. So what happens is, if he ever goes on a date, which is very hard for him to go on a date because he's not that confident, he has to smush his meat. You know what I mean? So he basically, he gets a straw, and he sucks his fillet in front of his date, and he doesn't like that because it's embarrassing. So you would find it embarrassing. So anyways, me, Peter, the producer of the podcast, the Fat Fish Blue podcast. Oh, look who's mad that I didn't give him any more of my popsicle stick. Buster, right here. My man likes cheese, and my man likes popsicles, Buster. He loves popsicles. So anyways, we got on ChatGPT, the Asian, website, and we went on there and we asked how much money would it cost to fix Jaime's face and also fix Jaime's teeth. His name is Jaime Garcia. Because it's affecting his health. I know it's cute, and he comes across very likable with his jaw off to the side and his teeth fucked up, and it looks good. I know that's why Bobby has him on the podcast, because he's more fucked up than Bobby regarding his his features. So Bobby feels more confident around him, which I get it. It's a comedic thing, but I'm more concerned about his health, Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. So what I'm suggesting, especially because it's a holiday time, I'm suggesting that you, Andrew, and Bobby basically do a charity concert called Fix Jaime's Face. Let me say it again in case you didn't fucking hear me. You do a charity, and I know the comments are going to come in and saying, yeah, dude, you should fix his face. He's on your Dos Equis podcast fucking program, and Peter, the fucking producer, was there. And Greg Agap, my manager, I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm just I'm passionate. This is me looking forward in the future. Gratitude. Oh, by the way, message to Robbie Hoffman. I'm so happy you and your girl got back together. She's not moving in. So it's back to me and Buster. But if there's anyone else there that wants to come and split the rent and live with me, but it can't be a sexual thing because we have to share the bed. Anyways. My man likes popsicle. My man likes popsicle. So, my suggestion is that Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino do a charity concert, and it's going to cost about $40,000-$50,000 to do what? Fix Jaime's face. And this is for health reasons. So his jaw can get aligned, and his teeth can get fixed, so when he goes on a date with the girl, he's not smashing his steak and turning in a steak tartare and taking the steak out of a straw. Because that's what? That's not cool, dudes! So all the comments are going to come in. Go to the Fat Fish Blue podcast for Jaime Garcia. Fix Jaime's face because it's for health reasons. We could still make him look goofy and stuff, but we got to do it for his health because he's a sweetheart. And he's also moving here for you, Bobby. He's actually moving here for you from Houston. So let's take care of him. Like I took care of you. We had to do a surgery. If you remember, I had to fix Bobby's penis. You remember? It's like 8 years ago. You weren't doing too well. And you made me do a concert to raise money for your penis because it was too big and you needed it shorter. So when you're with the girl, you didn't scream. So that being said, we got to fix Jaime's face, and that's it. And he's a nice Mexican dude. I think he's from Guadalajara or some shit, but I'm not exactly sure. But we got to take care of him because he's one of us, and we want him to be healthy. Speaking of Latinos and speaking of the illegals, this whole ICE thing's got to fucking slow the fuck down. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there's these white dudes that are pissed off, and they're all heated up, and they're very pissed off about what's going on with the illegals. And I understand deporting some of the illegals if they're, gang, I don't want to, if they're bad people, if they're bad hombres. But dude, let me tell you something. I had a nightmare happen the other day. I don't know if this happened to you guys, if you're living in LA, but I went to the car wash and they washed my car, and then I went to clean the inside and they hand me a vacuum. And I said, why are you handing me a vacuum? I said, where's fucking all the Mexican dudes that get in here that fucking, vacuum up all the French fries and the dog hair and all that shit and do the Windex and all that? They said they're gone, that ICE took them. Hey, listen, ICE. Dude, go the fuck easy on the fucking Latinos that are at the car wash. They're not doing anything, bro. And on top of it, they're actually fucking doing a great job cleaning on the inside. Because I'm like, who's going to clean the inside? They give me the vacuum, and I'm just standing there, and all of a sudden some gym guy shows up. He's a white guy. He's on a break, and it's his job now to clean the inside. And he's kind of doing it like this as he's looking at his phone and shit because he doesn't feel like he's, going to get deported because he's just fucking some white guy named Jim. And this also happened on my taco truck. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the taco trucks in LA, but they're fucking awesome. The taco trucks are the best taco trucks. So I went to the taco truck the other day as I was going to the Korean spa. And what happened was I usually pull up and I see Paco and Rancho and Doncho, and I'm like, yo, hook me up with a fucking taco. And I get there, and some guy named Jim, it's this fucking same guy that's at the car wash, he's fucking making corn dogs. I'm like, dude, I don't want a fucking corn dog. I want a fucking tamale from Pacho, Rancho, and Doncho. So they're fucking deporting all these dudes. You're ICE, dude. You gotta slow the fuck down. Easy, homie. Easy, homie. Like, don't deport those guys, dude. Just deport the bad hombres. But, dude, if these Mexican dudes have been here in LA for all these years and they're doing these fucking jobs that a lot of, Caucasians don't want to do, leave them the fuck alone, ICE. Because I want my fucking tacos, bro. And also, my housekeeper. She's not from, America. So I'm hiding her from you motherfuckers. Because you're not getting her. And she's she's hiding out with me, bro. So you ain't getting her because let me tell you something. She gets into the fucking skid marks on the tighty whities. Let me say that again. You think if I hired a Caucasian housekeeper chick, she's going to look at my skid marks on the tighty whities and go, that's fucking disgusting. I'm not cleaning that shit. But my housekeeper, Maria, yes, that's her name, she sees the fucking skid marks and she fucking looks at them like they're fucking refried beans. And she fucking gets the bleach. She's like, orale, clean it. And she fucking cleans that shit up and it's white like my teeth. Speaking of skid marks, I get a very, very mean confrontation from Jeff Dye, who, or I like to call him Jeffrey Dye. His middle name is Stevenson, so it's Jeffrey Stevenson Dye. I don't know if you know his middle name is Stevenson. He confronted me at the bar Mitzi's, my mom's bar, at the mothership during the Christmas party, and he said, yo, bro, here's my what, you guys? My Apple box, so I can feel like what? I'm on a movie set. And action. He says to me, he goes, yo, dude, why the fuck did you leave skid marks on my fucking Cybertruck? They deliver it here to Austin. It gets off the fucking thing. I have a white Cybertruck. I have white seats and a fucking brown fucking stain mark from the wheeze. And I can't get it out. So now I have to fucking talk to my friends Pancho, Doncho, and Rancho down in fucking Tijuana. And I have to get the address for the Tijuana. And we have to send the Cybertruck fucking seat from Jeffrey Stevenson Dye down in fucking Tijuana. They got to reupholster that shit and send it back to the beautiful Jeffrey Dye. It's gorgeous. He's like 6'2", perfect stomach, perfect hair, tan, beautiful, gorgeous. If I was a gay man, Jeffrey, we'd be talking. But, you know, neither of us are gay, although I am looking for a roommate. So, since you are in Austin, Texas now, and you might come to the LA once in a while, you're welcome to stay here for free. I'll put a little barrier in between. Anyways, so we're winding down. I got to get out of here because I got to get Christmas gifts for everyone. And I'm excited for Jaime Garcia's charity event. We're going to get it going so we could do what? Fix Jaime Garcia's face. And this is for his health reasons, Bobby and Andrew. Do one concert. It all goes to his face. We move his jaw to the middle. We put his teeth there so he don't have to what? Put a fillet through a straw. Not what? Not good, dudes. I know Tony Hinchcliffe is a big fan of this podcast. And I know when I was in Austin at the Bar Missy, he had a couple drinks, not a lot. He had a couple drinks. He came up to me. He's like, hey, Weez, can you do my show? New Year's Eve, Netflix, Kill Tony. He wants me to come out and do some shit. And I apologize, Tony. I can't do it. I'll do it next year because I'm doing Greg Agop's New Year's Eve show at the store with me and my new boyfriend, Timothy Jefferson Dillon. He's my new boyfriend at the store. Timothy Jefferson Dillon. It'll be Nikki Glazer. It'll be myself. It'll be my friend Bobby Lee. And hopefully by then, he'll have booked his charity event for Jaime Garcia. And there's going to be a whole bunch of fun people. I think beautiful Orny Adams, the fabulous Orny Adams, will be on it. And it's going to be fun. So be at the store for New Year's Eve, kicking it off. And I got to go Christmas shopping. I got to get Buster some Chiquita bananas, and I'm going to drive by my taco truck place, and hopefully they're not selling fucking corn dogs. I love you guys, and look at this. The helmet from Toluca Lake. No trauma, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back to the old whistle, bro. Yeah, buddy. Check out my friend Daniel, the clown. You can watch him every Thursday on the Children's Network. He does silly clown stuff. Bye.